I'm going to be doing a Bitcoin price prediction. I'm going to be using two different indicators on the 4-hour time frame. So guys, before I start, all I need you to do is comment below, tell me where you guys are viewing this video so I get a better feel of my audience. So let's begin. For our first one, guys, we're looking at the super trend indicator. This one is a very easy indicator, basically saying red is for the short, green is for the buy. It's really good for long-term trends. Right now, since we're on the 4-hour, and at this price point at 826, this price point is very crucial because since Bitcoin has been trending down, especially from 60,000, cutting it almost nearly in half, if Bitcoin does not maintain this price point, it's going to have some more punishment going down, in my opinion, lower lows. So I made a video about it possibly going higher. It hit my target profits and I hit break evens. For this, guys, we're gonna make a strategy about which direction, since it's looking like it's going short. So since we're going to do that, we're going to look at the last couple bars. This support zone is breaking down. It can pop back up if a lot more buyers into the market, but it looks like so far that if it doesn't, it's going to head down to a little bit lower price. This zone right here. Now this support zone here, if respected, it should head a little bit higher, but if it's broken, this can be heading down from the 30,000 where it's currently at, down to the 20s and possibly lower. Now, if we get a buying point from here, from the support zone, it might head up a little bit higher, but I think it might be just a pullback, and then after that pullback is going to head down lower lows. So how we can play from this is that off these entries from here, a low lot size, since I'm trading on MetaTrader, so if entering around this zone right here, now you're not going to get perfect entries, perfect exits. For me, I like to capture the trend, so I like to use a max entry of 2.4% for my risk. So when I'm entering, I risk very little. I like to have multiple entries so I'm not getting beaten up too bad off of one position. So I'm going to enter around this point here, since I've already been shorting. Enter again around here. If there's a pullback, I'm going to enter again off of this. Since I'm looking at two different entries, I'm going to do 1.2% for the first entry and 1.2% for my second entry. So to calculate that, you guys got to know your account size. So if you have a $1,000 account, risk 2.4% to cut that in half, have your stop loss set up for that, and then you guys don't have to worry about too much of a, if it goes the wrong way, your loss isn't too bad, and you're going to cut the losses anyways, so it's not taking a full 2.4%. So in Forex or in trading in general, you're not going to be always right. I don't plan to be right all the time, but if I am right, I'm setting up a plan so I can, if it hits my first target profit, move my stop to break even, or like plus 10 pips, plus 20 pips, whatever it is, and then I'm going to write that trend down. So that's my price point I'm looking at for the super trend. We're looking at about $31,500. So let's look at our next indicator. That's going to be, now the SSL is really easy indicator. It's basically two moving averages crossing over a little bit just like that. And also it's going to be, I'm using it on a period of 50. So even when it comes to this indicator here, it is showing you overall it's going short. I can put the time frame more back, but if you already trading cryptocurrency or just Bitcoin specifically, it has been trending down a lot lower. So we're looking at this major support zone again, and since it's possibly going to break down, and if it does, on a super trend, this might exit over here if there's a pullback. Now, if there's a pullback and it turns from red to green and goes to green to red like this right here, I would refrain from entering that long position because it might go green, it might go from red to green, right? Go back up, do the pullback, and go from green to red, and then immediately change back over to red to green. So be aware if that's a possibility. I'm preparing for that. I don't want to catch a long here because that would be counter trend trading. I trend with the trend, and if you're going to look at scalping, that's a good possibility, but we'll check that out. If you guys want to talk about scalping, another video. And this one might head lower. This one is a lot, it's really slow for the exiting point. It's really slow, but usually when it comes to a long-term trend, it can capture it really good. So especially if it's really fast and then slows down for the close. So guys, that's my two Bitcoin price predictions. Please head to my website, andrejmcclennan.com. Start a free account today. You guys can look at some of the indicators that I put up here. These ones I personally back tested. You can also look at some gold, silver stats and statistics. It will really help you guys out if you learn more about trading and the economy. And if you want to trade MetaTrader without downloading anything, create a free account. Click here. You can start trading today on a demo account. And that's it, guys. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.